Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Piper, obviously, and today we're gonna unlock Epona, hopefully? Okay. Hi Piper, come to your stables as fast as you can. Exciting stuff has happened. I can't say more than that right now. You never know who might be reading this. See you soon! Why am I so... Anyways. Hi! It worked! You got my text. Yes, I did. Hi Pepper, great that you can make it here so quickly. I've got wonderful news. Remember the report from Mrs. Drake that you gave me before? Exactly, the one she asked you to put in the mail, but you gave to me instead. I've read it all, more times than I can count. And... hang on, let me just calm down. One shouldn't stress when there are important things to talk about. I put some water on the boil for tea earlier. A cup of tea is just a thing for discussing things as important as this. I think the water is boiling. Could you take it off the heat, Piper? I'll get my thoughts together in the meantime. Can I just say that is a beautiful pan? I love the flowers. Thanks, Piper. Now we just need to let the water cool down a bit, and then we can make ourselves a nice cup of tea. Right, as I was saying, I read Mrs. Drake's report. The one you gave me earlier, and if I'm completely honest, I don't actually understand very much of it. You see, nothing's written in plain language, codes here, references to other documents there, and fake concepts everywhere. But what is clear is that something big and unbelievably dangerous is happening. There are references to something called Operation Grim Harvest. There are spreadsheets with entries like industrial harvest equipment, aggressive damage management, and demolition estimates for a city the size of 𝐒𝐬𝐚𝐥𝐬. I also found forms that mention hiring heavily equipped external security consultants. It just goes on and on. I'm sure you agree, Piper, that it sounds like 𝐒𝐸D are planning something truly terrible. The thing is, there's nothing that even comes close to evidence in the report. Certainly nothing that 𝐒𝐸D's army of lawyers can explain or interpret as something completely legal. I'm sorry, Piper, but 𝐒𝐸D are good. Too good. There's nothing in this report I can use to stop them. Don't look so sad, though, Piper. Just because I don't understand the report doesn't mean that it can't be used by someone else. I've sent copies to friends around 𝘗𝐿𝐼𝐴, and I know I've had a reply from just the person I was hoping to hear from. This is why I'm so happy. 𝘗𝐿𝐼𝐴's leading warrior in the fight against 𝐒𝐸D has been in touch. The person I'm talking about is the leader of 𝐒𝐿, a secret organization who are doing all they can to throw nails in the road for 𝐒𝐸D. I've never met her, I don't know what she looks like, and I don't know where she lives. I only know her name. I'm talking about the legendary Mrs. X. Have you heard of her? Let me explain. A few days ago, a letter arrived from Mrs. X. She wrote that 𝐒𝐸D's report confirmed her suspicions of what 𝐒𝐸D are up to in the harvest counties. She didn't want to say anything more in the letter. Safety first, as she wrote. But if I got to see her, she promised to tell me more. After that, she's certain... Pardon me. After that, she's certain we'll be able to stop 𝐒𝐸D for good. This could be exactly the kind of good news we needed, Piper. I must see her as soon as possible. She did, however, have two demands. I need to go to the meeting place alone, and I'm absolutely not allowed to tell anyone where we're meeting, not even you, Piper. The problem now is getting there, because the meeting place is in Epona. Do you know where that is? Exactly, it's the area on the other side of the fence near Greendale. Unfortunately, there's only one way there, and it goes through the land of an old farmer named 𝐒𝐸𝐿. I'm sorry, I'm probably not pronouncing that right. I'm sorry. The gates there have been locked for years, and I've got no idea how I'd get past. Mr. Lee is a very old friend of mine, and I'm sure he'd help us in every way possible. But the thing is, I can't talk to him if I can't get through those gates. Or, well, of course, I mean, I can't do this by myself. I need help. It'll be a dangerous journey, certainly not something an old fellow like me can handle alone. So I suppose my question is, will you come with me to Epona, Piper? Great news. I knew I could count on you. I did promise Mrs. X that I wouldn't say a word to anyone about the meeting place, but we'll travel together right up until we get close, okay? Super. I've been working on an idea, and I'll tell you all about it. but surely the tea is ready by now. Could you fetch this both a cup? Sure. Yeah, we can do that. Thanks for the tea, Piper. You kind of made it, but sure. Right, let's talk about my idea. Listen up. There's a secret pathway crossing the 𝐒𝐨𝐬𝐚𝐥𝐬 Mountains. Not a lot of people know about it, but it's been used by soldiers, refugees, and smugglers all throughout history. If I just knew where it was, we'd be able to use this to get ourselves over to Epona. What do you think about that plan, Piper? You wonder how we'll find out where it is. I don't suppose that'll be very easy, but with a little help from our friends, I'm sure it'll work out. You see, 2 of the families around here know the secrets of this hidden pathway. We need their help, and if there's anyone who could get them to help us out, it's you, Piper. I'll start making preparations for our trip and try to get a hold of the information I can find about Epona. In the meantime, you need to find out where exactly the secret pathway over the 𝐒𝐨𝐬𝐚𝐥𝐬 Mountains is. Sounds like a plan? Sure. The 𝘗𝘪𝘱𝐬𝐚𝐥𝐬 family are one of the 2 families who guard the secrets of the hidden pathway over the 𝐒𝐨𝐬𝐚 Mountains. They know where it starts, and without knowing, that we're really not going to get far. Oh, and without knowing that, we're really not going to get far. Talk to... Okay, yeah. And then he's gonna say the same thing about... I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of out of breath just from, like, reading all of that. Dorothy, get back here, please. Hi! Anyway, hi there, Piper. How can I help you on this beautiful day? It is a rather beautiful day. You want to know how to avoid the traps along the secret path of the 𝐒𝐨𝐬𝐚 Mountains? That's one of our family's oldest and most closely guarded secrets. Are you sure I can trust you not to tell anyone? Nope. So you'd like to know how to get across the 𝐒𝐨𝐬𝐚 Mountains. As you've probably understood, there's a secret path over the mountains, which is, just as it sounds, secret. The 𝘗𝘪𝘱𝐬𝐚𝐥𝐬 family knows where the path is, and my family knows how to get past the lethal traps designed to stop the path being used by the enemies of the Hurfus counties. I understand it's important for you to get to Epona, so I'll help you as much as I can. The information you're after is written in the 𝐒𝐨𝐜𝐚 code, and an old document that's been handed down through generations, but unfortunately, it's no longer in our possession. Don't look so horrified, it's in good hands, which is probably just as well. It does mean that I can't just give it to you. You have to ask 𝐒𝐨𝐜𝐿dsburg for permission to borrow it. See, we donated the code, along with a collection of other old items, to 𝘗𝐿𝐼𝐚. We didn't have the money to look after our old antiquities properly, and we were worried that they would be ruined, so we donated them to the city so that they would be looked after properly by trained experts and studied by European researchers. Words are hard, I'm sorry. I know that the 𝘗𝐿𝐼𝐚 code is in the cellar of the courthouse, in a special room with the perfect temperature and humidity. It's incredibly valuable, but I'm sure that 𝐒𝐿𝐷Sburg would lend it to you, considering everything you've done so far. I'm guessing that's what it said. Say hello to Jill for me, and come back once you've gotten the code, okay? Yeah. Hello there, how can I help you? You want to find the secret path over the 𝐒𝐨𝐬𝐚 Mountains? What makes you think an old man like me would know anything about it? So you want me to tell you where the secret path over the 𝐒𝐨𝐬𝐚 Mountains begins? Okay, I'll tell you, but I don't think you're going to like what I have to say. It all began when my dad had an idea. The location of the start of the path was written down on a piece of paper, but I thought that was far too unsafe. He never drew it and failed out, and with his help, he created what he thought was a much better solution. A magic compass. The compass shows the way to where the path begins, but only if the person using it knows the secret phrases which activate the magic in the old stones guarding the way. Incredibly clever, and much fancier than just a slip of paper. The secret phrases are taught to everyone in our family when they are kids, but the compass is always looked after by the oldest member of the family. That means that, at the moment, the compass is held by me. Unfortunately, the compass is gone. Well, not gone exactly, but it's a little out of reach right now. Why is it out of reach? That's not really something I want to talk about. Don't look so angry, Piper. Okay, I'll tell you, but you have to promise not to laugh. I let Hannibal and Alexander borrow it from me a few weeks ago. I thought they'd think it was nice to look at, but they obviously had other ideas. I clicked. I am stupid. I couldn't read that. Sorry. They hid it, and then wanted me to look after it. To look for it, a really fun game. But before they got to tell me their plan, I didn't shout it that it was time for dinner. You don't want to keep Adam waiting. They ran inside, and of course forgot where they'd hidden it. I've looked and looked, and it's nowhere to be found. They must have hidden the compass in an excellent hiding place, or at least far too tricky for me. Plus, it's been decades since anybody wanted to know where the secret path starts, so I thought I had plenty of time to look. You might have more luck than me, Piper. Ask the twins if they can remember where they hid the compass, and perhaps they'll remember if it's you who's asking. That's a pretty good point. Oh my god. Hi! Hello? Do you want to play, Piper? Please? Compass? Grandpa's old compass? We hit that so well, you never find it. The compass is hidden in a super clever place. We'll never tell you where it is. But we really do like candy. We might tell you if you give us something sweet, but don't tell Mom. She'd be super angry. Where can you find candy? Well, our dad, Angus, usually has some, so maybe you can ask him. Hurry up, otherwise we might forget where the compass is. You are creepier than I ever imagined you'd be. Hi, Piper. What's up? Candy for the twins? No. They eat far too many sweets already. The last thing they need is more sugar. Well, that's stupid. Why do you want to give the twins more sweets, Piper? Because I like to kidnap them. I mean, I need information. You know it's not good for them. You need to give them candy so they'll help you with something important, you say. Blackmail. If they want sweeties, then they'll get them. Specially prepared Angus candy. Piper, in the fields here on the land, there's loads of gunpowder pepper. I'm sorry, what? It's a flower that's very, very spicy. Completely harmless and great for giving a little kick to boring meals, but not exactly something you'd call sweet. Tee-hee. Okay. Grab a few handfuls of gunpowder pepper, and the twins can get a taste of candy they'll not soon forget. Okay. It sounded a little bit different, but yeah, okay. I got it. Great, now let's make gunpowder candy. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna read those. Okay. What am I... Okay. Oh. It burns! Water! I need water! Please, Piper, give me some water! I promise I'll tell you where the compass is if you just give me some water. Thirsty! Take this bucket, fill it up with... Okay, yeah, sure. But the poor kid, dude. Do. Hi. Okay. Guzzle. Okay. Whew, better. That wasn't very nice, Piper, but you win this time. It was pretty fun, though. I didn't think you would have so much fun with just a bit of pepper. Now we get Grandpa good and proper nice dinner time. The compass? Oh, I have no idea where it is. We hid it really well somewhere here in the farmyard, so well hidden that we can't even find it now. Can I remember anything? I think it was somewhere high up. Now I remember. It was one of the silos. You have to look for yourself, though. We're off to pick gunpowder pepper. Thank Dad for the tip. Bye, Piper. These two are menaces. Like, not in a good way. Fuck no. Maybe instead of that compass, I will finally find myself. There is. Dang it. I thought maybe I could pass through here, but I can't. Hi. Did you find the compass, Piper? Great. Where had those little rascals hidden it? Up at the top of the silo? They know very well they're not allowed to play there. I'll be having a word with those two scoundrels. First, though, I'll show you how the compass works. So here's how the compass works, Piper. Take out the compass and say the magic word. Oh, golden compass, hear our plea. Ghostspr's guardians beg of thee, that tell where the secret path may be. It's a bit over the top if you ask me, but my dad liked being theatrical, and he's the one who came up with the wording, so I guess that's how it's gotta be. Well, when you set the magic words, the needle and the compass will point in the direction of in which you've got to ride to get to a magic milestone. When you reach the stone, place the compass on it and say the next magic phrase. Oh, golden compass, the way you've shown. Let Ghostspur guardians to this stone. The compass will then show you the way to the next magic milestone, and then you do the same thing again. Continue doing it until you get to the beginning of the secret path. I don't know quite why the compass can just show you where the path is in the first place, but that was how he was. Do you understand how the magic compass works now? Good. Good luck. Okay. Wait, that's so cute! But I gotta get to 𝘗𝘗𝐢𝐚 first, because I had another green exclamation mark. They say it's like... They're saying it's like right here. Hi, why are you... Oh, this... Yo, Piper, have you seen Jill? I'm trying to hide from her. She's trying to get me to work. Ever heard anything so awful? She wants me to fill in these boring forms. Look, check out how lame they are. Oops. Oops, looks like the wind took all those important documents. How terrible. Nothing we can do about it now. Perfect. Wanna play some video games, Piper? You wanna get into the old library? Why? There's nothing cool in there. It's just some yawns and old books and papers. You have to get in there and Jill wouldn't let you? Okay, of course I'll let you in, buddy. Maybe you could help me with something first, though? You will? Sweet! All these dolls feel yeah, okay, I get it. Totally amazing pen. That's fine. Hello? Hours? I didn't have hours. What? You're done already? Cool pen, right? Actually, there's something else you could do for me. Please? Sweet. Okay. Oh, please? Sweet. Come back once you're done. Okay. Okay. You found the 𝘗𝘗𝐢𝐚 code? Great. Great work, Piper, but now the hard work starts. We need to crack the 𝘗𝘗𝐢𝐚 code. Unfortunately, the instructions on how to crack it have been lost. But I think I can remember enough to get us there. It doesn't look too complex, but even though I'm good at mathematics, I'll need your help. There's a lot of numbers to keep in my head at the same time. If you help me with a little bit of simple or arithmetic, then I reckon we can solve this. Are you ready? Sure. So if A is 3, and B is 4, and C is 5, then C is 6. Oh, that's mean. That is so mean. That is so mean. Wait. Times 2. Or like plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. Yeah. So 15, and then 18, and then 21. Good, let's start. If black is white and warm is cold, what's heavy? Light. 1 is 3 and 2 is 4. What is 1 + 2, 7. Hat and rat, ball and tall, cook and look. Okay. Dolphin, shrimp, jellyfish, shark. Banana, orange, apple, pear. Ball, globe, bubble, sun. With these instructions, you'll be able to get yourself from one end of the secret path over to Greenland to the other one in one piece, avoiding all the traps. You know where it starts, don't you? Otherwise, I recommend visiting the 𝐒𝐪𝐻𝑚 farm. They know how to find it. Okay, I'm gonna end the video here, and then the other quests, including this one, will be in the next video. So I hope you enjoyed part 1 as much as I enjoyed it. And then I'll see you in part 2. Bye!